Did you all see this? Like,
Yeah, we talked about it a little bit. Me and Darren, at least.
He knows kung fu.
I'm
Yo, that's gonna be so fucking badass, bro.
I'm wet.
That's what happens when you get Kenny Mr. Cray directing your movie.
Like,
oh my god,
this looks so good.
It looks like right off of a cover.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it is.
Like the suit
Jake,
looks
go,
so good.
Jake, go stand there. Let Spider-Man kick you in the fucking mouth.
Hey, I would be fine with having the bragging rights to say I got kicked by Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
How do we feel about what Michael Mando has been posting, like with the images of Matt Gargan as Scorpion and as Venom, and the one image that he posted of like him being taken over by the Venom symbiote?
I mean, I know Matt Gargan has been Venom, but they're not going that route, are they?
He's been posting images. He's been posting comic book images.
I've seen he's been posting images, but I haven't like taken a hard look at what they are.
Is that really what they're going to do with that leftover symbiote pieces? Make Matt Gargan?
It honestly, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Okay.
They can show him as a Scorpion, but since they already used Eddie Brock to death and kind of made it ass.
I'm not against it.
Having Matt Gargan show up as Scorpion, I'd be here for it.
If that's the case, though, like I wonder if he would be the main villain, right? Because like Scorpion by himself, I don't think can do it. Like with what Peter has already done in the MCU, it'd be weird to just be like Scorpion, you know, like after he did like Green Goblin and you know, like after what
the
he
aliens
did
and Endgame. Yeah.
That would be street level, I think. Though I think that bring it down. Be like, okay, enough with the whole James Bonds type of stuff. Let's just go down to the street. Let's do the friendly neighborhood stuff he's been saying, and I don't know. I think it could work.
I think have it take over at the end of the film to possibly lead into Spider-Man 5.
Yeah,
you know, have the symbiote if they go that route. Have him find it towards the end of the film.
Yeah,
you know, in a post-credit scene, and that's our tease for Spider-Man 5.
Or
and
get it in one of those Avengers movies, like he got it in Secret Wars.
Yeah.
I really like the idea of having the symbiote be a good thing for a while. Like it's always very negative in the main like adaptations that we get. But like I love the idea ending a Spider-Man movie being like, this is a good thing. This is awesome. I now have this upgrade. We know what's going to happen. We know this isn't good for him, but he doesn't know that yet. And I think that'd be a very interesting way to like end a movie or something.
Well, that's how it was in comics for a while. Whenever he first got it, it wasn't portrayed as like, oh, this thing is dangerous. It was portrayed in kind of like, hey, like this is a great new upgrade and he had it for a good number of issues. And then you slowly start to see, you know, oh, he's acting more angry, more vicious. You know, he's acting a little bit out of character. And then you start to see it, you know, spiral down the route that it does. But no, for a while it was portrayed as a positive thing.
Yeah, they should bring back Bokeem Woodbine as Shocker though, and actually have him be dressed as Shocker. That way, we can get an adult Tom Holland do the iconic line.
Shocker! Take you to the ends of the earth.
How is that going to sound coming out of Tom Holland though?
But like that's what I'm excited for because he's older, so he's not going to be talking all like high pitched and hyperactive.
Hey,
like
Stark.
he's not. Hey, Mr. Stark. Do you need any help, Mr. Stark? Oh, Mr. Mysterio.
Hey, Mr. Stark.
Do you need help?
I don't know why I'm talking to you. You're dead.
Like, do you know how happy I am that we don't have to hear him say, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark, Mr. Stark? I'm so glad we don't have
to hear he's going to bring it up during Doomsday.
No, he's going to bring it up.
I'm saying it a lot, bro. Stop.
There's going to be a string of lines in the movie.
Like, that's what I'm saying. He barely did that. Stop, man.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, I did it like 3 or 4 times.
I'm just saying we don't. I'm just saying we're gonna get the Peter Parker with his New York accent is gonna be on point like it always is. His voice gonna be a little bit deeper. I can't wait to see that.
His voice isn't deep.
It's not that high pitched either.
Yes, have you heard him actually talk?
Yes.
He pitches it up a little bit playing Spider-Man, but that's because he's fucking British. He has to tone his voice to fit the New York accent. He's not going to be able to do it at a lower pitch.
He did it in a lower pitch when he was getting pitched in the back in that one movie.
Bro, we talking about Spider-Man.
Oh,
I don't care about Tom Holland getting rammed in a different movie.
Getting rammed.
That shit was all over Twitter. That shit pissed me off, bro.
That was funny though.
What movie was that?
I don't
Cherry.
know.
That like
Oh,
Apple
was it
TV
Cherry?
movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I did
no.
I did a watch party of that, and my friends got drunk, and it was really fun.
Man was getting piped down.
Oh,
I ain't enjoy
God.
none of that.
Oh.
Oh no.
With guy liner. He had on guy liner.
Unless-
Anyway,
Unless that was the other one. There's one where he's jerking off too. I
What?
get those two mixed up. Maybe that one's Cherry, and then the other one's something else. I
what
don't
the
know.
Lance gonna
hell
fall
is
out of his
going
chair
on
next?
here?
I didn't know about that one.
Wait, I
didn't know.
thought there was a show that happened in that he did.
Okay,
Ezra
may-
Miller was totally whacking it in Perks of a Wallflower.
Oh, yeah, he was.
yeah, he did.
And he looked constipated.
Yeah, they
as shit
did.
with Fantastic Beast.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, the things these actors do for a page.
Darren, do you see what I sent you?
Oh. But no, like I'm really excited for Spider-Man Brand New Day, and then you already have the people talking about
Where?
Spider-Man's gonna outdo Supergirl. It comes out literally a month after.
What the fuck?
Why are you comparing?
It has more space already than Superman to the
Yeah.
FF. It's like,
Yeah.
come on now.
I'm like,
Which-
dog, this comes out literally at the end of July.
Yeah.
I honestly feel they're gonna have a huge presence at San Diego Comic-Con next year because Doomsday comes out. MCU's not gonna skip 2 years in a row.
Dude, I swear to God, if they skip out,
Might.
it's like y'all really want to, Mickey Mouse was really got you by the balls in his pockets. Like,
Yeah.
go to San Diego, let it be your orchestrated, like,
Oh,
listen, for those who
got it,
haven't
Jay.
gone, the boys know this. When Marvel has their panel, it's not a panel, it's a fucking concert. It's a rock and roll experience.
Yeah.
And so they have to like lay it up. And I would say this, James Gunn, lay it up as well. Have it felt a presence because I feel like there was a missed opportunity to have a big DC Studios presence there other than Peacemaker. And I'm like, do that for next year where like you have a movie that's coming out or already been out and then you have a Lantern show. Do something there. And it just, I don't know.
Do we know the dates for Comic-Con next year?
The 23rd through the 26th.
Yeah, it's around the same time as this previous year. This year, I
Okay.
bet. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that's a
that-
couple days before Spider-Man comes out.
23rd.
I- again, I've been-
Spider-Man comes
Before
out the
Spider-Man
following
comes
week.
out.
Right.
Yeah.
I've been saying it that like they should do. They didn't do it for the FF, which was really interesting. They should do a screening of it at Hall H or do something of that the day before or two before the
Yeah.
panel, and just like, all right, everybody see that? All right, cool. We can talk
You don't-
spoilers.
You don't really want to repeat magic twice. You don't
Yeah.
want to try and capture lighting.
That's fair.
You know, Deadpool Wolverine was such a different beast because of the fact that it's Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman and whoever else was along for the ride. Like, it was a big fucking deal.
And I also
So-
heard the line was a clusterfuck from what I had heard the fall.
Yeah.
The fallback.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know about Marvel doing next year because that Spider-Man is the movie you want to attach your Doomsday teaser to if you even have one.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
Because again, as I've also said, the landscape has changed, therefore the marketing changes with
Yeah.
it. We are no longer in the traditional like year or so, 6 months between a year and 6 months out. Like, people expect like a teaser or something, and it's like, no. That's only if a director and the studio, nonetheless, too, is feeling extra generous if they actually want to show you something that far in advance. It used to be common practice, but
Yeah.
now, the age of digital and streaming and the world in the palm of your hand, where people can literally walk up to a fucking set and be like, blah. Oh, sorry, spoiled that. You know,
Yeah.
they're a lot more tight about this stuff. Also, because, well, it's expensive, and it's getting more expensive to make movies these days anyway. And it's even more expensive to fucking keep them in theaters and make them profitable.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so like when it just comes to Doomsday and Hall H and things like that, I don't know. Like I would want to hope that Marvel would come and just pull the fucking rug out from everyone and be like, here's what we're doing in Phase 6 that is not Avengers, Doomsday, and Secret Wars.
That'd be nice to know because we really don't know.
We
anything.
don't.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
We don't know what Phase 6 is
No.
outside of Fantastic Four and the 2 Avengers movies and Spider-Man. That's it.
I would say
No,
counter about that.
Technically
I'm like,
Wonder
keep us
Man.
there. Keep us there. Don't tell us what the future is until after
Yeah.
Secret Wars, because that means we'll be able to tell. Okay, well, this is how the stakes are. I mean, no, just
But
keep
I'm not
us
worried
lined
about
up.
Secret Wars. I'm not worried about after Secret Wars, dude. I'm worried about like what else is coming in
Yes,
phase six.
before.
If
Yeah.
Secret
anything,
Wars would be the end of the phase.
I mean, they recently said that they are
Because think
holding a
about it.
date for summer of 27. So
Right.
there's at
Yeah,
least
they
one
have
new
dates.
movie coming.
Okay, that's
they
fair.
also
Yeah.
have one in between these two Avengers movies, and it's not Spider-Man.
No.
Yeah.
They have a date for one movie.
What
Yeah.
if they move Spider-Man up? You think
No.
they would ever
No,
consider doing that?
No,
No,
But
because
that-
they
that-
moved Avengers back. They're
that
not
would be a
gonna-
Sony call, not a Disney call.
Yeah. Yeah.
True. You're right. You're right. Feels so wise.
There's two things I want to throw out there. One,
It's information we all know, Lance. Shut
this is going to be the first time, like in any of these phases, we've never had two Avengers movies in one phase before, so that's going to be new.
Didn't?
Yeah,
But also,
And
what?
Endgame and
Yeah, my bad.
Infinity
Sorry,
War and
my
Endgame.
bad. I'm
Both
an idiot.
phase three.
I'm an idiot. Sorry, but anyway, the other thing, what do we think about all those talks of them supposedly filming Doomsday without a finished script yet? Do we think there's validity there?
I mean,
It's a different time than Infinity War and Endgame, where were building up from Civil War onwards. This one, we don't live in a vacuum. We saw that there was pivots. So
Well, they were writing both of those at the same time too.
yeah, and it had two writers. This one only has one of them, right? If I'm not mistaken.
no,
Yeah.
No. no.
One of them
Okay.
there.
It's McFeely is
Uh-huh.
handling the script, but apparently Michael Waldron has been called in to like assist.
Okay.
I think when he
So-
said one, he meant one of the original two.
And
Yeah,
also,
that's what I
I
meant,
read a
yeah.
spread from THR about Eric Pearson, who wrote, one of my absolute favorites, fucking Thor Ragnarok. He also wrote Fantastic Four. He wrote Thunderbolts. He wrote one other thing, and I don't remember what it is. He also wrote on Agent Carter. He in many ways he started from the Marvel Writers Program that they did, and he has gradually worked his way up to a person that Marvel calls to tighten shit up, either in post or even now in a more seasoned capacity. Just give him, be like, you want Thunderbolts, crack it. You want fucking Black Widow, here you go. If you want Fantastic Four, take a smash. He is becoming one of Marvel's go-to writers, and even he talked about how I forget, it might have been Agent Carter, it might have been another show, but he talked specifically about how if something is not working as it was initially written, then he comes on set and works with the actor and the director to form better dialogue or form whatever the fuck. So when it comes to unfinished script, and especially something like Avengers Doomsday, which this is something I was also thinking about because of Infinity War and Endgame, and being movies that are, based in certain Marvel comics material, but they are also serving a film narrative, and just how special it was for this studio to do a movie duo like Infinity War and Endgame, and to be able to tell that story they did with Thanos and accumulate all these characters on screen at the same fucking time. Now we are almost 10 years post that, doing something even, dare I say it, larger, because you are accommodating X-Men fans.
Yeah.
You are accommodating Fantastic Four fans. You are accommodating MCU fans who are still along for the ride and aren't pissed off that fucking Iron Man's dead or Black Widow. You're appeasing Marvel Cinematic Universe fans and fans of the fucking genre in general. This is a gargantuan fucking task of a film that encompasses so many different characters from so many different eras, new and old alike. If you want something like this to be special, then it needs to be more organic than it does scripted.
Sure.
And so look at Justice League, dude.
Yeah.
Zack Snyder was like, yo, I got to do a couple pickups and that's it. I'm done.
Yeah.
But I'm stepping away to deal with my family problem.
Yeah.
What the fuck did Warner Brothers do?
They kicked him out the door.
No.
Or they used
No.
that. They used that.
He walked out the fucking door to deal with his family. They brought in the guy who made the Avengers movie. He did 80 pages of whatever, right? and they reshot that movie
Yeah.
for an additional $50 million, whatever, right? That is the problem. Like, if you want to see everything wrong with like a superhero team up film that is supposed to feel epic, look no further than Justice League, the theatrical cut, directed by Joss Whedon.
Yeah.
And if you want something truly fucking beautiful, then look at what the Russos did with Infinity War and Endgame.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And even look at what Snyder did with the Snyder cut.
And
Like-
you know,
They were trying to find new talent to replace the Russos to do those Avengers movies going forward, and they
Yeah.
kept
And
trying other
here,
people. And the fact that bringing them back, people were pissed off about it. Honestly, you have people at the helm of this thing. No one has a better resume to do it than those two.
I don't disagree, but also at the same time, it's like Marvel Studios was in such a like, I wouldn't call it high horse, but I would probably say like ruler of the roost, king of the kingdom, as far as the film business is concerned. 2019, Marvel Studios, Disney is looking at them after what they just did with Endgame and went,
Yeah,
do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
content. Disney
You had-
Plus, right? You're Marvel. You don't fail, and even if you fail, it's not that bad.
right.
yeah,
And
Yeah.
even when it's that bad, it's not even that bad.
yeah,
You'll still
But-
make this money.
With the court of public opinion in play now more than ever, and the digital age being what it is, and post-pandemic landscapes and theaters closing and things like that, and Marvel just
Bro,
being like,
What's
"Eh,
going on in the chat today? What the hell?
I have no fucking clue.
And
What the fuck is going on?
that's the thing. Like, I have it to where you can only be a subscriber to comment, and I have it long. Like, you have to be subscribed more than 4 hours. So
Huh.
they have had to literally been subscribing to my channel in like cognito.
Because I'm sitting
What's
up here like,
that?
why we keep getting trolls?
What's that thing they say in
I
Toy
haven't been paying
Story?
attention to the chat.
You are a sad, strange little man.
I've not seen it. I've honestly not been paying attention to chat. No
Do y'all
offense, chat.
think these
Good,
Avengers movies will be like Avengers 1?
What do
I
you
think-
where like it brings, because we don't have an Avengers or a set Avengers team, and obviously they're
I think
Underworld's
they're already
pretty
established.
Close to Avengers 1.
I don't think we have time for that. I think we're gonna start the movie, and they've been working together for months now. I think it's what.
Yeah, I think it's the only way, because it's like you still don't know who they are, and like how much of the movie could you really dedicate to that?
well, I think this movie brings them together. That's what I'm saying.
I don't think they have time, right? Because like at the
If they put
I don't think
go ahead.
I don't think it's an awkward pivot to do Doctor Doom, because Doctor Doom is very pivotal to both versions of the Secret War stories.
Right.
So you
To
kind of
me,
needed him one way or the other.
To me, my concern lies with Darren's, where like I feel like if they had teased, Sam teaming up with all these new characters in post-credit scenes, and that would have been enough for us to like handle like the graph, like okay, they've met. Those conversations are private to them, but then when we get to Doomsday, that's when they'll finally first like, let's try it out, let's see if this works, and become the new Avengers. But then that would contrast well with the Thunderbolts. We're like, well, we showed up when something happened in New York.
Yeah.
We showed up. Where were you all at?
yeah,
And so the fact that if we just lunk them in, like they're already friends, that dynamic doesn't feel earned, in my opinion. It wouldn't feel earned. Like
yeah,
again, something as simple as post-credit scene just hinting at that, like Sam is
Yeah.
talking to Shang-Chi, or that Jennifer Walters knows, Miss Marvel, and then when it would have been enough. Like to
Yeah.
me,
Yeah.
right now, the only like contrasted like chemistry I could think of is if Miss Marvel and Kate Bishop show up. I'm like, okay, I can buy that because they've met already, and it seems like they're
Yeah.
friends, and like that's way more work than anything I've seen out of the solo films of the new
Right. And I feel like you're going to get Bucky and Sam as the two things that tie their respective teams together.
yeah.
Yeah.
So but your point still stands, Ron. I'm like, they should have had, honestly, that should have been something that they had in multiple MCU projects leading up to now. It's just
Yeah.
Sam meeting with, characters like Shang-Chi, like, Lena, like, I don't know, Wong apparently is going to be in this as part of a team. But you get the point. Just whoever you're going to have him forming those bonds.
The last time it felt that connective, the last time I saw that connective was during the Shang-Chi post-credit scene where he meets with Wong, Carol, and Bruce. And what does Bruce says? Welcome to the circus. And that's the only, that was how many years ago? That was like what,
4 years ago? 4 years ago.
4
years
yeah.
ago.
And I mean,
next
to
month.
be fair,
4 years ago next month.
To play devil's advocate a little bit, like look at the lineup we already have for potential Avengers teams. A lot of them do already kind of know each other. Like you have Sam, obviously, who's been around for a very long time. He has a connection with Shuri and Wakanda. That makes sense there. Ant-Man is there. Ant-Man and Sam are friends. Shang-Chi is there and he's new, but also I think he's the one that can kind of just fit in very seamlessly. Like you could say he's already kind of been a part of this world for a couple of years now. He seems like he's someone that can get along with very, very easy. Again, it's hard because we don't know how many of that cast was announced was the Avengers team and how much of it, like, do we not know? Like, we don't know if Hulk's going to be there. Hulk would make sense if he's on this team. Captain Marvel's out there somewhere.
Monica,
we don't know what this team is yet, so I can't say this doesn't make any sense. But I do think the first couple minutes of the movie is going to be establishing, listen, this is their team, this is their dynamic. I don't think it's impossible to make it work. I think if you have strong enough writers, you can make us care about this team and their dynamic in a very quick amount of time. You just have to write it properly, and
I'll give you that.
That's what it comes down to.
I'll give you that
because these characters do already exist, so you don't have to make us connect with them individually. That's already been done. Just tie them together.
Think of it for me. I look at it as playing Russian roulette while being, in like playing craps at the same time. It's like, all right, you got to win both these games at the same time. If not, you're fucked either way. And like
that's an analogy.
And like again, like. I'm pumped for that movie. I can't wait. I know I'm gonna be like training myself, like, yo, don't go to the restroom during that one because you're gonna miss something pivotal one. And like, to me, my only worriness is just for the new guys, for the rookies, because I have, that X-Men, cast. They've known each other for years, so we're good there. Like that would just like the fact that they got Alan back.
Yeah,
it's just the sweep on like, okay, I miss him. What's he up to?
Yeah.
And the fact that like now the FF are going to meet up with him.
Yeah. The only wild card in that is Channing.
Yeah, and
I don't really think so.
And I look at that lineup.
Okay,
And look,
I made this back a couple months ago.
Yeah, you did make this a while ago. I remember this.
And then look, also the rumor around town is that like on the 27th, something else big is going to go down.
I hope that's true. Doomsday. I don't think it is, but I hope it is.
Now, every Avengers movie has always had to warrant the assembling of so many characters to face off a massive threat. The first film, it was Loki and Scepter and the Chitauri and all that fun shit. Oh, it's Thanos behind the curtain. Big deal. Okay, right. Age of Ultron happens. We move on. Avengers Infinity War. Thanos had all of an appearance in Guardians of the Galaxy and an end credits sequence in both Avengers and Age of Ultron. And that was it. Right? That's all we got of Thanos leading into Infinity War. Now, the Infinity Stones, all the fans, and even some of the general audience kind of fucking caught on and went, wait a minute. There's that one's a different color. That one's a different color. Like, they're all fucking connected somehow, right?
Yeah.
The point I'm getting at is I think, Darren, I don't think you're wrong. I think they're going to establish a lot of characters of who's going to be new, but at the same time, like, just looking at the structure of Avengers movies, they are always in a semblance of someone with great power, and great devastation.
Yeah,
I agree.
I don't think we're going to be following we're going to be following the Avengers. The movie is called Doomsday for a reason.
It's going to be Doctor Doom's movie.
It's going to be Doctor Doom's movie.
They're
And
as separate as they were, and
like if the ending of Fantastic Four indicates anything, is definitely like whatever he's hatching, whatever he's going to do as far as Secret Wars could possibly involve Franklin Richards.
Probably. And I imagine this is going to be one of those things where, like what happened with the original Secret Wars and even the way that Spider-Man 90s did it, how when that war was all said and done, Spider-Man was the only one that went forward with any knowledge that had even happened. But maybe they could do it. Again, this is an example that I know Darren and Lance will get. Kind of like how they did it in the Arrowverse. So like the people who were essential to the reboot were at first they were the only ones that ever knew it was any different, and then more people
and then they
were learning.
clued them in. Yeah.
Now, could that be the case here? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see.
I do have it's a Spider-Man related question before we jump into.
Oh yeah, we got a ranking.
This ranking, and my mouse is acting laggy again. This is my bad
mouse.
I have two, but my other one just died on me. But so we see from set photos that he will be working at Del Mar's Deli, which is the deli he always went to as a kid.
That's cool.
How?
He's a broke kid. He needs it.
Well, not kid, but he's a broke young man.
Still a kid. He's in his
20s. He's a Spider-Man.
Early 20s.
But like, how do you?
That onesie's not.
How do you just show? Like, I want them to talk about like how he established like getting not a new a new identity, but at the same time not a new identity, but reestablishing himself as Peter Parker.
Yeah.
I don't want you don't have to spend too much time on it, but don't just drop us into this new story and we're like, yo, how did you get a social security card? Like, how did you get access to cash, whatnot?
He still has one, right? Like Peter Parker still exists. People just don't know who he is. Like they basically just forgot. So he should still have a birth certificate. He should still have, an ID and a passport. It's just like no one around him would remember or know who he is.
And none of his family is alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's also like dark and depressing as hell.
That is depressing as fuck, bro.
Like nobody. What if his dad is? What if they pull a Andrew Garfield and his dad is secretly alive this whole time?
No,
he wouldn't even remember him though. Oh, that's depressing.
Friendly Neighborhood has done it too.
They sure,
By Josh Keaton, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I'm kind of excited for that actually.
Would he have an ID and passport if
I think he would. Exist? Again, like I think he has. I think he does exist. It just I think the only thing
he told the world to forget about Peter Parker. That was the spell. So anyone who knew him would forget him, but anybody who didn't already know him wouldn't.
There's a lot of people who didn't know him.
That's what I'm saying.
But the thing is, the entire world knew that he was Peter Parker. Knew that Spider-Man was Peter Parker. They've seen his picture everywhere.
Well, only New York knew.
Right. Well, with a lot of them also.
I think that's world news, bro. I think that's world news.
Nigga, ain't no damn news that connected the whole fucking world. What's wrong with you?
World star.
Bro, it is news that connects to how do you think we see what happens in like other countries?
They wouldn't use that in New York, bro.
Lance,
come on,
you can see a picture of a famous person and not know them personally.
Right.
Yeah. I think I've always kind of viewed it as like kind of just like a dark
Michael Jackson.
Kind of just
what?
like
he's not a smooth criminal.